Hello everyone, I'm Sammy with Steamaction, and today I'm going to be showing you how to descale your stealth fighter, or any stealth machine at that fact. What we're going to be using is muriatic acid. We're going to be putting 2 cups of muriatic acid into the 5-gallon bucket, which is going to be ran through the winterizing port on the machine. Remember to shut off your recirculating jet. We do not want to put the muriatic acid back into our freshwater tank. So let's get started. So at the back of your machine, we're going to shut the freshwater tank off. We're going to open up the winterizing port, and then we're going to put our 2 cups of muriatic acid in here. Remember, this product is very dangerous. Wear your safety glasses, your gloves, and do not breathe it directly. Make sure you do this in a well-ventilated area. As you can see right here, you can see the smoke coming off of this stuff. It is horrible. So there's a 1/2 cup, 1 cup, 1 1/2, 2 cups. Swish that around a little bit. Make sure she's good and mixed up. Now we're going to open up the bleeder hose on the pump, and we're going to recirculate this back into that same 5-gallon bucket just to let it circulate around a little bit and get mixed up real good. So here we're going to start up the machine. We want to keep it on idle. We do not want to build any heat. So as the machine's running here, see it cycling around. You can see the little bit of air. Let that run around a circle for a second. Make sure it's good and mixed. That should be good. We'll shut off the bleeder hose. Now we're going to come to the front of the machine. We're going to open up this bleeder hose. We're going to pump that right down through. Do not want to build any heat, so make sure you keep your machine on idle with no load. This process is going to take about 2 minutes roughly, maybe about a minute, minute and a half. See where it's starting to cloud up a little bit, and our 5-gallon bucket's coming in. That lets us know that we're getting some of the solution going into the system. What this is doing, it's breaking up all that calcium, any iron deposits, any other metals that are in the regular tap water. If you use well water, you're going to have to do this operation more often. If you get into very, very hard water, you need to do it more often also. Typical on a descale is 500 to 1,000 hours. But I have known guys that had to do it every 100. So you just kind of got to keep an eye on how hard your water is. About happening right now is sucking this down. And then we're going to let the machine rest for 10 minutes. And while it's resting, it's going to be breaking all that brine free that's in the machine. It is reducing your heat ability. So you can see how bad it is, and you can see there's still some of that smoke coming off of that side. So this stuff is not going to clean. Got about 1.5 gallons left to suck into the system. Relatively easy to do this. Don't be scared of it. Just make sure you do it with caution, because this stuff can make you pass out. Alright, looks like we're coming down. We're see the air coming up through the system. Now we just need to shut it down. So now we just need to let it rest for 10 minutes. The machine has been sitting for 10 minutes now. We haven't touched a thing. We're going to come back here and we're going to reverse these valves. So we're going to shut off the winterizing port. We're going to open up the fresh water tank. We're going to have to open up the bleeder hose on the head of the pump. Make sure your valve on the front of the pump is off, or on the front of the machine is off. Then we're going to start it up. We'll let it purge up here. So we already got water flowing back through the pump. We're going to shut that off. And we're going to come back up front, and now we're going to open up this one. Look how nasty that water is coming out. You can see that your descaling is working. If this was to come out crystal clear, we know we didn't do something right. Now after it is purged like that for a little bit, what we're going to do is we're going to turn up the unloader to about 1,000 psi. So we won't know that until we turn the valve on and off. But we want to sit there and shock it. And shocking it is going to help clean the inside of our heat exchangers even better than if we just let it free flow. So we're going to get about, we'll go for 2 gallons of water. Then we're going to shock it. So just to shock it, we're going to bring it up to pressure. See, we jumped up to 1,000 psi there. And then we're going to crack it open. And we're just going to sit here and shock it like that. And that's going to help get this cleaned out better. Then we'll let it run for a little bit more, about another 2 gallons, then we'll shock it again. And then once we're done with that, then we're just going to let it sit there and flush. We're going to pump about half of our fresh water tank through the system. Now one thing to do to add in just a little bit of assurance, if we put in 1 cup of extremely clean powder into our fresh water tank, it's going to help neutralize everything. It's got a lot of water softening agents in it. It's going to help clean up the system also. So that's always a good thing to add to your system. Even if you're in between of descaling, it's always good to add 1 cup of extremely clean powder into your fresh water tank before you start the job of the day. That way you can mix and shake as it's going down the road. But now we're back to about 2 more gallons in there, and let's do a shock on it. And then we're going to let that keep going. Now remember, we put in 5 gallons of muriatic acid, so we got to get that 5 gallons back out. Once that's done filling there, we're going to dump it. I'm just going to go ahead and dump this real fast. And we'll see how clean the water is coming out of it after that. You always want to do this at idle. We do not want to build any heat during this time period. See, that water's a lot cleaner now. If it was still not the cleanest, but it is cleaner. But if we were still getting dirt out right now, we're going to keep flushing until this water comes out crystal clear. And the best way to do that is keep emptying your bucket and keep looking at it, testing it to see if it's murky or not. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hope this helps you out. If you got any questions, give us a call. 1-800-445-6866. Thank you very much.